Renovator Store offers some homeowners that are building, renovating, or simply doing some home improvement an online source for luxury building fixtures and fittings. For more, we're joined by Scott Pendlebury from Renovator Store. How are you doing?
Good morning, Aaron. Very well.
Great to have you here, Scott. Talk to us about what you guys do.
Well, Renovator Store, like you said, is an online source for all your fittings and fixtures. So when a homeowner has a daunting task of a renovation or a new build, it's all the fittings and fixtures they want to pick that define their home. And if you've ever driven around all the showrooms week after week, it's a daunting process.
Or just going to the supermarket or any of those department stores or hardware stores, you don't want your house to look like everybody else's home. You don't want to have the same things, right? So you guys are coming up with something a little bit more luxe.
Yeah, we're certainly at the luxury end. We can provide a very wide range online, and having a low cost of doing business means the prices are better, of course.
Well, I was just going to ask, what's the benefit of being online? Because a lot of people want to see, try before you buy, right?
Yeah, and that's one of the challenges that we've had to overcome. But a little bit like, I guess, the shoe and fashion market, eventually people realise if they're organised, they can try before they buy in their home, because you can touch and feel, and if it's not for you, you send it back.
Now, I would have thought you guys would be doing a boom in business with these lockdowns and people stuck at home, hardware stores. You know, you think about the lockdown we had in Victoria, where you couldn't go to your local hardware store. So therefore, you are playing on the same level as some of these established big box retailers.
Yes, we actually had, at the start of COVID, it certainly cooled off very quickly, I guess, as people had a high uncertainty and put their projects on ice. But very quickly, people's minds turned to home improvement, DIY, and yes, we had a stock problem after a while because people were forced to shop online.
And suddenly you've got to get the stuff, and no doubt a few issues trying to import at the moment as well. What must be interesting, would I be right in saying that a lot of people go and have a look at these showrooms and then they head to your website to actually buy it?
There's certainly a lot of that. We get a lot of people who visit, you know, large brands, and not only do they shop there when they're ready to buy, they've got their car pulled up saying we're ready to put in the boot. But good for us, a lot of these retailers don't actually stock anything, so they have a 3-week wait to come back to pick it up, and that's usually when they give us a call or jump on our website. And their first question is it in stock? And yes, we run a very large warehouse with all our products.
And how have you gone in terms of trying to meet the demand? I think we're all kind of at that point where we're trying to find things, and we're online trying to search for things, and it's not always forthcoming, and trying to get the customer service side as well can be pretty tricky too.
Well, for our type of product, which is complex, our customer service is key. So people want to ring and ask about how to install a product. You know, they want to talk about the dimensions, what happens if something goes wrong. A lot of the products require maintenance, so we have a large team that does that. But it's very important for us to keep our stock levels high, and that has been a challenge this year.
Talk to us about what are the best sellers basically for you guys. So if I was to head to your website, what are the things that I'm going to be dazzled by?
Well, I think people are really into kitchen storage at the moment. So innovative storage, fancy ways to convert that corner cupboard into handy storage. So pull out magic corners, pull out pantries. We've got a large range of pull out bins, which is probably our best seller. So they've been the big trend this year. And I guess for the southern states, we sell a lot of heated towel rails.
Is that right? Yeah, well, I guess that makes sense. In the UK, they're everywhere, the heated towel rails, but they're kind of starting to come into fashion here in Victoria, etc. as well. Talk to us, you guys get behind charity Ladder as well?
Ladder is our chosen charity, and we've got a great relationship with them. People might have heard of them because they're the AFL Players Association chosen charity. But
and Ladder, I mean, you had to change your name to a Collingwood footballer as well, I understand.
Well, there's 2 of us now, so yeah. Look, they're a great charity. They tackle teenage homelessness. And, you know, I guess our clients and customers are lucky enough to have a home and be improving it. But at the same time, it's very surprising, but there's 30,000 youth on Australia's streets. So,
it's unbelievable, isn't it?
So this charity is tackling that problem, and we're really proud to be a partner.
Yeah. All right, Scott, really appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Aaron. Cheers.
And where do we find the website, by the way?
www.renovatorstore.com.au.
Okay, Scott Pendlebury, appreciate your time. Thank you.
Cheers.